All right, what's up, everyone from YouTube, Rumble, and it's everyone's crazy ex. It's just not my crazy ex. It's everyone's crazy ex. I'll probably put this video on there. If you guys notice, I am not sitting in my normal location. I am in a real third world country. It's called the USA. Okay. I'm staying in a hotel. I have to go get me a rental car here in a little bit. Then I have to go to T-Mobile and get a internet on my phone. I've had the same phone number now for, I don't know, 20 something years. And so in order to keep it, I pay my T-Mobile bill every month, but I only have talk and text. I don't use the internet because obviously in Cambodia it's not going to work. So I just pay for the talk and text. So I need to go to the T-Mobile store so I can upgrade to get internet on my phone while I'm here. And like I said, I need to do a few little things, but I need to wait and get the rental car thing. And the T-Mobile store doesn't open till 10. So anyways, I thought I'd make a quick video. I don't know how quick. I put out some shorts on, I'll put them out on both, but I put out some shorts to show you guys the Taipei, Taiwan International Airport, man. Nice airport. It's just like a mall, man. It's got every kind of market in there, every kind of store you can think of, man. Victoria's Secrets, was it Blueberry or Burberry or something? Anyways, got some really nice jewelry stores. It's got a watch store, and I love watches. Well, I got this one right here, but I used to have back in the day, I had a nice watch collection, very, very nice watches. Anyways, went and looked around, saw some nice watches and stuff, and very long flight, man, very long flight. The one going from Cambodia to Taipei was wasn't too bad, man. Wasn't too bad. The airplane wasn't very full. And then the one going from Taipei to LAX wasn't really that full. So that one wasn't really too bad. And then with the one from LA to where I am right now, it was packed. There was not one empty seat in there. So, but it wasn't a very long flight. And going back, probably going to be about the same. Not a lot of people fly. Well, they fly maybe domestically during Christmas time, but overseas, not so much, man. Not so much. Plus, it's pretty expensive, so they don't really do that. I put out a couple videos. Some of you guys looked, and then on one channel they looked, and then the other one they really didn't. But I used my trick, man. Got to the airport, like I said, and I upgraded. To business class at the airport. It's always the best way to do it. Anyway, so already kind of missing my house. Only been just one day, but missing my wife and daughter. I called her this morning when I woke up. It was 6 o'clock in the morning here in the USA where I'm at, and it was about 9:30 or 9 o'clock at night. So she was already in bed, kind of halfway asleep. I talked to her just for a couple of minutes, but it was nice to hear her voice. And excuse the lighting over here. There's not a lot of lighting. There's not a lot of correct lighting. There's no overhead lighting in this hotel room. They just have lamps. So I took the lampshade off because with that lampshade on, it just wasn't very good. So I took it off. It looks a little bit weird, a little bit bright. So, yeah, it's one of those things, man. Anyway, so to make a quick video. Once I'm out and about, I'll make some more. Not really a lot of videos because you guys already see the USA. You already know what it's about. I had somebody send me a comment, really nice comment, telling me that I was correct about he said there will be a river of people leaving the USA. They already know. He already knows that too. And I said, right on, bro. I said, I always tell everyone, thank you for Thank you for watching my video. And thank you for leaving a comment. I always put the little heart thing on there and give them a thumbs up. And then I go back and I just leave them a comment, to their comment, right? I always thank them first because that's just, I don't know, that's just me. So anyways, I said, you are correct, man. There's going to be a whole bunch of people leaving the USA. I don't know if it's going to be 2026 or 2027. I'm predicting by this time next year, the USA will have lost a couple of million people that have decided to leave and move overseas. That's just my prediction. Now, you can go back and look at this video, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm a fool, right? If I'm not correct, well, let's see, on December 18th, 2026, okay? You guys can just straight up call me a fool, say I was wrong, and I'll say, wow, man, I messed that one up. But anyways, I think there's going to be a lot of people leaving. I talked to several people in the airport. I talked to a nice individual on the plane out of LAX to where I'm at right now. And he sat right next to me. And I told him, I said, man, we talked about a lot of different things. And I said, man, my whole life I voted, except for the last, I don't know how many years, maybe 5, 6 years, something like that. I don't know, whatever. I just haven't bothered to vote because this doesn't really make any difference. It's the same people. It's the same people, and they're going to tell you, excuse me, they're going to tell you whatever they got to tell you, man, to get elected. They're only going to put money in their buckets, and that's just the way that goes, man. The USA is just, yeah, it's run by elites. It's run by people that don't really give a blank about you. They say they do, but they don't care. And there's really nothing they can do anymore now. It's past the point of no return, right? How are they possibly going to lower? I mean, they can lower interest rates. All that's going to do is cause more inflation. Okay, I've studied economics enough. I've just studied it enough. Okay, you don't need to be a genius to understand that when you put a lot of money in the system, it's supply and demand. You put a lot of money in the system, people are just going to ask for more money. That's just the way it is. And this minimum wage thing, okay, you can raise the minimum wage to $50 an hour if you want, but be prepared to pay, $35 for a hamburger and $8 for a gallon of gas, because they're just going to pass whatever minimum wage you put on. They're just going to pass that on to the people. Okay, these companies. If I had a company, and I've had company before. If I had a company and I had to pay my people $10 an hour more, okay, I'm raising my labor rates. I'm just gonna raise my rates. I'm just gonna pass it on to the consumer. I'm not gonna absorb that. There's no way. I'm not gonna use my the money I invested in my company and the time and everything. I'm not going to absorb that pay raise. I'm just going to pass it on to the consumer, and that's exactly what these companies have done. They've raised the minimum wage. I think in California for fast food workers at $20 an hour, and that fast food's going up so high nobody wants to buy it. I mean, it does not take a college education to understand that. Okay. It just doesn't. It doesn't take a college education to understand economics. Okay. Well, probably if you want to be an economist, it does, but it's just simple. It's just simple math. And all you got to do, okay. Here's what I tell my wife. I told the students. I told people and everybody that I can tell. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning, everybody picks up their phone. I don't look at messages. I don't look at YouTube. Sorry, guys, I don't look at the very first thing I look at is the price of gold and silver. Okay, the price of gold and silver will tell me everything that I need to know. Okay, silver price is up this morning, I believe $66 an ounce. hell yeah. I bought a lot of silver when it was $15 an ounce. So I'm like, I told my wife, she said, are we going to sell yet? And I said, not yet, man. When it gets to be $100 an ounce, I only paid $15 an ounce. I got a lot of silver. So same thing with gold. It's up to 4,300 and something. But anyway, that is an indicator. Okay? That is an indicator. It's like a gauge on your car that's telling you you're almost out of fuel or you're running hot, whatever. Gold and silver prices, those two precious metals, are a gauge of how everything is going and how people's sentiment is, countries, whatever. So, like I said, it's going to get ugly. And live.rich.cambodia@gmail.com. There you go. That's all you need to know. Just one email. Just one email address. Like I said, excuse me. I don't edit. If I was talking to a friend and I coughed, I would say sorry about that. It's like you guys are like my friends, so I don't edit. They always say edit your videos and go back and yeah, I could edit that out. I could go back in there. It's easy to edit out, but yeah, like I said, I just don't do that. But all you guys got to do is just look around, and you're going to see what's happening. And for right now, like I said, I don't have my website up yet, so I'll do whatever I can to help you guys get over there to Southeast Asia. So much more peaceful, man. Like I said, I got back. I just went to the hotel I'm staying at. They have a continental breakfast. That's what they call it. That's what it says on there. A continental breakfast. Now, I have been to a lot of continents. I haven't been to all of them because I have not been to the African continent. So, but I've been to I think about Antarctica and all that. But I've been to most continents, and I've had a lot of breakfasts. Okay, and they put the two of them together, and I don't know how they get up that continental breakfast because that was not. I mean, I kind of stuck to the yogurt. They had some, the energy bars, whatever you want to call them, with the oatmeal in it. And I had a small bowl of oatmeal. The rest of it just did not really look like something I wanted to eat. So, anyways, but it was free, and I drank some coffee. The orange juice was good. So, anyways, back in the USA, I want to cry, man. I want to cry. All right. So it's time. You know what it's time for. It's the finger time, man. You got to give me the finger, man. Come on. Give me the finger. You can give me the middle finger. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Anyways, you guys give me the finger, man. Give me a like and subscribe, man, if you want. If you have or leave a comment. Just leave a comment, man. Leave a comment. I enjoy the conversation. I really enjoy the conversation. I had a conversation. There was a wife and a husband, and when I flew out of LAX to where I'm at right now, there was a wife and a husband, and they were sitting. There was 3 seats, and the wife likes to sit next to on the aisle because she likes to use to be able to get up and use the bathroom with no problem, and the husband likes to sit next to the window. So I sit in between them. Yeah, I didn't know that till the end of the flight. You see, that's my wife right there. I said, oh, wow. So me and him had a really good conversation. We talked about all kind of things. He was an ex-truck driver like me. He was he had a lot of careers, man. He was a firefighter. Just did all kind of different things. We had a conversation about kind of the way the USA is going and education in the United States. And I told him that I have read about, there's a man, his name is Lee Kuan Yew. I know you've never heard of him. Probably most of you never have. His name is Lee Kuan Yew, and I know that name very well. He is what they call the grandfather or the father of Singapore. Singapore used to be a absolutely poor third world country. And because of his knowledge, he was a teacher, he was an economist, and a lawyer. And he was a superhero, man. He took Singapore from one of the poorest countries in the world, like Cambodia is right now, to one of the richest. It's per person. Per person, it's richer than the United States. People there in Singapore have a better lifestyle, and they make a lot more money than they do in the United States. I think they're like either first, second, or third every year on the list. I think the United States is in 8, 9, or 10, somewhere right around there. So he started with education. That's where he started. He started with education in the schools, and he had a name for it. It was called bamboo education. If the students acted up, they would have to go stand in the front, and they would get the back of their legs hit with a piece of bamboo. Okay? Because the students were running around crazy, and he said, we can't have that. We can't have that in our society. It will be absolute chaos, and we will be poor forever. So anyways, you guys have a good one, and I appreciate it. And like I said, give me the finger. Please give me the finger. I don't care what finger you give me. Yeah, you give me one you want. All right, man. I'll shoot you guys more videos later, but I'm getting ready to go. And like I said, sorry about the light up there. I took the lampshade off because it was just way too dark in here, man. I couldn't see shit. I couldn't. And I got my good glasses out, man. I still couldn't really hardly see anything. So it's dark as hell in here, man. But they only have 2 lamps. I got one over there and one behind me, one and this one over here, man. So it was hella dark in here, man. I couldn't see hardly nothing. So anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll holler at you later, man.